everyone! Welcome to my channel. It's great to see everyone again, and it's even more fun when, before starting today, extremely interesting content. I can receive everyone's likes and subscriptions to the channel. Well, let's not make you wait any longer. Let's start with today's extremely interesting main content. Charles asked Meghan Markle for DNA results for Archie and Lilibet. Do you think she will return to the UK with Archie and Lily's DNA results? I think she will not be coming to the UK. For one thing, she knows the type of reception she would get from the public. Secondly, she would find it very hard to face the royal family, who would treat her accordingly. Thirdly, she would be compelled to bring her alleged children. Now, this is impossible. Why? Well, because if the children don't exist, from where can she borrow any? She knows fully well that everyone would see through that charade, and getting young children to act as though she was their mummy would be impossible. Notwithstanding the fact that she would actually be old enough to be their grandmother. But also, yes, there is that pesky old threat about DNA tests. If any children came with her or Harry, they would undoubtedly be DNA tested as a matter of legality. To be in line to the throne, they must have been birthed by her. She simply cannot possibly come to the UK. She is caught between a rock and a hard place, and the truth is set to come out very soon. And no matter how many threats and blackmail attempts she makes, she will lose because having proven to the world that she is a compulsive liar. Her word is worthless. We are all aware that Meghan and Harry did not obtain what they wanted, which is why they left the nation. It is possible that King Charles III is experiencing some narcissistic gratification from the fact that he does not have grandchildren that he is unable to see. Actually, he is not the only one who is being punished. In addition, Thomas Markle is. I think Meghan will definitely not bring the kids to the UK. Because if children really exist, they will receive a lot of disadvantages anyway, all because of what their parents did. The statement that Meghan is most likely conveying to Harry is that William's children are treated so much better. The only people who seem to care about them are George, Charlotte, and Louis. Because of this, Harry believes that he was made for the purpose of providing extra body parts in the event that William requires a kidney. This is similar to the way that they chose your brother over you. After a certain point, the person who is being punished will construct a wall so that they will no longer be hurt. King Charles III will spend more time with William's children if he is unable to build a relationship with Harry's children. This will cause the enmity between the two families to increase. It has been brought to the attention of the world as strangers by Meghan and Harry that the royal family is a family that is out of touch, has unconscious bias, and leaks things to the press. Do you have any idea what they are going to divulge to their children? It is going to be necessary for King Charles to compartmentalize the feelings that he has for those children in order to prevent himself from being manipulated by the two dishonest individuals. At some point in the future, the children will be able to grow up wondering about the personality of their grandfather, King Charles III, and by the time they reach adulthood, he will have unfortunately passed away. Who is going to feel resentment in that case? If the duo insists on people addressing those invisible kids as prince and princess, well, the children will have hell to pay. I can see by Junior. The mocking could be fierce. Plus, who knows what the internet could be like in 8 or 10 years. I say everything, and I mean everything about dear old mom and dad may be quite accessible. Even items mommy tried to scrub. Imagine. Harry should feel proud that Prince William is next in line to the throne after his father, King Charles III. This is pure common sense. It is an absolute British tradition, sensibly followed for centuries. It's still hard to believe how Harry has been embedded with qualities of a traitor, an absolutely disgusting pest. He will surely miss the noble life he could have enjoyed in the UK by his contributions as a working royal. Why does he call himself a spare when most people love to have elder siblings? Not only Meghan or the children, but certainly Harry will also be estranged. Harry knows very well his father's diary is planned in detail, down to each half hour every day for months in advance. To expect his father to drop everything at his demand is foolish, let alone the huge numbers of people involved being disappointed and involved in all the rearranging. But Harry doesn't care. He releases the news that his father is too busy to see him and sits back to revel in the press, egging on the public to call his father a monster for not making time. Whilst at the same time being furious, he has not had the opportunity to make his demands for help and/or money to his father. So why does Harry repeat this scenario over and over and over again? For publicity, to feed his ego and self-importance, and also to ensure the victimhood which he has adopted and nurtured from a young child is replenished. Harry never heeded the rules, but he needs to learn that badly behaved boys get nothing until they learn to behave. Until then, his father, the king, will continue to work hard for his country and its people. Clearly, Meghan does whatever is more convenient to her, and Harry doesn't have the slightest idea how to raise 2 children when he was born and fed with a silver plate and spoon all his life. He was taught to want, but not to give. If you asked me, both of them are unfit to have kids, let alone take care of them. The only ghostly that Meghan is distressed about, they both are losing more money than what's coming into the household. You can tell Harry already showing signs of distress, his hair keeps falling out. Personal out Dawn to watch any devious jealous who thinks she knows it all. She wanted a life of the stars, and she only got a stinking podcast to peddle her bullcrap products. That's as famous as she'll ever get. That's right, it is pretty clear there are no children. If they did exist, then Harry and Meghan could be accused of child abuse for never letting them leave the house. The duo simply did not think this one through. Surely they realized at some point they would have to show the children. What about schooling? How about healthcare? Even William and Catherine release occasional photos of their children. George had an honorable part in his grandfather's coronation, while the other two looked on. If anyone should fear for the safety of their children, it would be them. The duo is going to have to show the children, admit they didn't have any, or they will have to fabricate some horrible situation where the children are kidnapped or something. I was willing to accept the first pregnancy, but the falling baby bump of the second one was the clincher. In short, the fact that Meghan and Harry can use their children as tools to attract media and make money is an act that needs to be severely criticized if true. Not only does it violate the right to privacy and negatively affect the child's psychological development, this action also shows a lack of responsibility and ethics in the role of parents. The community and the media have the right to strongly condemn acts of child exploitation for personal purposes, especially when these actions take place under the public spotlight, where every move can affect lasting for the life and future of the children. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video. And I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.